Country people, this matter for paternity of our innocent Liam, people are not taking it lightly on Wummi's side. Make we hear wetin Wummi be dey do for God see Oba. Whenever she gets a plan for see Oba, my people, she go create a scene in the house where she go tell Mohbad say she go comot for house because she need time for God think about the relationship. Hey, my people. The second don be exposed say Wummi dey always create a scenario against Mohbad for house when she wan go see the Oba. My people, maybe for my mouth now I can't hear. Make una open una koro ear. Listen to this audio to the end. Watch this video, my people. Hear what you don't talk and Wummi. When God don't create a human being with special oil for your head, you know if it take and come out. My people, Mohbad will carry grace, but Wummi don't destroy him. I pray say may none of our brothers can meet a woman like Wummi in his way, or our children, my people. Make us stop here for now. When I watch this video to the end, hear what you do not expose Wummi again. Guys, this is your sister, Produce TV. Don't forget to share this video and also give a thumbs up on the video because we are a fighter of Mohbad and Mohbad must get justice. Mohbad's justice is justice for Africa, as I always said. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my people. See you all in our next upcoming video. Bye.
So, around the same time when Wummi had her baby, okay? So, Wummi, who was desperately seeking for a child, eventually gets pregnant, was doing all her maternity follow-ups in the hospital, her prenatal and everything in the hospital. And suddenly, when you're due to have a baby, you do not go to the hospital to have your baby just in case of any complications or whatever. No, you decide to go to Alagbo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you decide to go to the native place, the native maternity labor room to go have the baby. What a coincidence, because culturally it says that any child being born of royalty, that is born to the Oba, is not born in the normal hospital setting because there's special rites that has to be performed. So that again explains why Wummi never went to the hospital to have the baby. Wummi went to the local place to have a baby. And also, allegedly, it was said that a couple of days before Wummi gave birth, she and Mohbad had a huge argument, which made Wummi to leave the house like she often does. So apparently, whenever they have, allegedly to say, whenever they have an argument, Wummi often packs up her bag and goes to stay in a hotel for a couple of days to say maybe to calm down or whatever. So that was her scheme. That was her modus operandi. So that was her way of escape. Whenever she had a plan, in place, she would create a fight, an argument, and then, then she'll walk away in anger and go stay in a hotel, leaving Mohbad feeling guilty and all what. She was playing on this young boy's emotions. But if you see everything, this is the plan crafted out by a very manipulative, scheming young girl. Yes, she saw a window, a huge invitation to treat, and lo and behold, she got pregnant with a son. The one thing that the Oba desired the most. Because then why was the Oba's name mentioned in the petition? That is the question. Why was the Oba's name mentioned in the petition? Only Wummi can answer that because Mohbad is not here. What a coincidence that the oral rites that normally happens when a new child is being received into the royal family, that is usually done in July. It was brought back or brought up early. It was done in March, when normally it's done in July. it was done in March because a new child was received into the royal household. And when did Wummi give birth? Wummi gave birth in March. So there are too many things tying Oba Elegushi to Wummi. Too many things. Because Mohbad didn't have any business dealings with Oba Elegushi. So the only other connection between Oba Elegushi and Mohbad would be Wummi. She's the middle person. Like before, when Sam Larry was attacking and constantly, bullying Mohbad, the question was, why are you doing this? And Sam Larry came up with the story that Mohbad was paid $2 million to perform at his mother's remembrance service, and Mohbad didn't show up. But after a while, that storyline changed because it was a lie. And we all know that Sam Larry has a connection with Oba Elegushi. So the question is, who was Sam Larry really working for? That is the question. So there's so many things tying Oba Elegushi to Mohbad via Wummi. And then again, when we look at this young boy, although we can't really go by resemblance, because children can, resemble their great-grandfathers, children can resemble anybody. They don't have to physically look like their actual parents. But when you look at the picture between the Oba and Liam, you can see a lot of resemblance, between them. You can see a lot of resemblance between them. And there's been too many whispers. And yet, the Oba hasn't come to deny any of what's been alleged in the public. But then, when you go by the article in the Punch, about the oral rights, connecting Oba Elegushi to that time period when Wummi gave birth, then you think about the fact that Wummi is vehemently refusing to do the DNA, because if Mohbad is the father for Liam, what's the struggle to do a DNA to prove that this child is indeed the child of my husband? What's the struggle? So guys, it's there's no smoke without fire. That's what I would say. There's no smoke without fire. And now that the name is constantly being mentioned, we all have to wait to see what the Oba would do. Unfortunately, when your name is out there in the public and there's so many things to tie you to a story, you have to come out. You have to come out and say something. Otherwise, the whispers will never stop. And Wummi denying or refusing to give consent for the DNA also is a major red flag to say, what is she hiding? If she has nothing to hide, then consenting to the DNA shouldn't be a problem. So guys, that's the story on the streets. So we wait for a response from the Oba's palace to either debunk or who knows? Liam may be going home soon to his father. That's all we want. We want the right. We want the truth. This young baby, this baby is the innocent one in all of this. Unfortunately, Mohbad, who was the first father he ever knew, is no more. But that child has a right to have a father if indeed Oba Elegushi is his father. We can do damage control from this point forward. Step up. These things happen. Step up. Disassociate yourself. You didn't send Wummi to kill Mohbad. Wummi has to face up to her own actions, for her own actions. If it was a crime of passion, whatever it was, Wummi must answer to the general public. Wummi owes the courts, the law, to tell them what happened in that house 24 hours before Mohbad passed. Oba Elegushi, if this child is yours, please remove him from the arms of this woman because he is not safe.